Look at this. You see this? This is somebody's whole head of hair. And that's only like the rest of my hair. Okay, you see?
Pretty girl, everywhere. I see pretty girls, all across the world. I see pretty girls, everywhere I go.
Oh, hey, girl.
Oh, hey.
Oh yes, bitch, I see you with them bundles. You looking cute or whatever, hot girl summer. Yes, girl. Girl, let us see them inches. Oh, child, that part is on recline, sis. Lean back. Oh, she treacherous. Why is it a bump in the back? She full of secrets. Who let her leave the house like that, sis? Oh, need help.
I just have to start this video by apologizing in advance because of my appearance, you know. I did not mean to come on camera looking this good for y'all, but you know, I tried to tone it down, I tried to reel it in, I tried to push it back, but I just couldn't help it.
Boy, if you don't...
Just kidding, y'all. So I just finished, doing a mild deep condition and detangled my hair. As you can see, sis's hair is getting lengthy. But I'm actually about to rinse all this out, rinse my face, and then I'm gonna come back and show y'all something that y'all have asked for forever. And that is just how I wear my big afro under my waves. Sorry to let this attractiveness leave y'all, but I'm gonna go rinse everything out. I'll be right back. Alright, what's good, y'all? So I'm back. I just ran errands at the bank and all that. Literally just let my hair dry. And this is what we got. Cute little coolio looking style. So I'm gonna take a clip and I'm gonna clip these two braids out the way. So what you wanna do, or what I do, is I split my hair in half in the back. It doesn't have to be neat. I kind of go from like the top of my ears and do like a upward, like bowl shape. So these bottom two, just gonna unbraid these. Alright, so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna show you the back. Split this in half and put this other side up in the clip. So with this half, you can take whatever twisting, braiding, locking butter you want. Today I'm just gonna use the Tropical Roots Twist Cream. The reason why I use it for stuff like this is because my hair does not dry out at all with this. Only thing is, like, if you don't like things like Vaseline, like petroleum, don't use this. It's basically just a wax. Like it's a braiding and twisting wax because it's made for locks. Of course, if you have locks, you don't want your locks drying out either. So that's the main reason I use this, and I like it because I've had my hair in twists for like 2 weeks and it just never dries out, which is not a very common thing you can find in a hair product. And it gives my hair a lot of stretch, and my hair doesn't unravel. It stays very true to the twist that I do. As you can see, look at that, y'all. I'd say my hair is about 50% dry. What's good about this is if I'm only wearing a wig for like a day or two, this twisting and locking cream is so good that like my hair will really set in a style. You see how much hold this has? That's another reason I like it. You can't flat twist, do a little pigtail. There's always like a bigger section, low-key. So I'm gonna split the bigger section in half, and then I'm gonna go in and start braiding. You wanna use a product that has a ton of hold, because it's gonna make a huge difference. You'll see why. And you can do this as a full flat twist. I just like that braiding the end has a little bit more hold. We're gonna take down that second section and we're gonna repeat this entire process. And by this time, my hair is gonna start to dry a little bit, so I just take a little bit of warm water on my hand and just wet my hair a little bit. And make sure you're going to the roots too, because you don't want to have matted roots and then have your hair literally growing in. Y'all see how fast I'm moving now that I'm not explaining it too much, right? But like I said, if you can't flat twist or cornrow, this little section like you see, just get it nice and slick up here, put a little hairband right here, and then just do a normal flat or twist. My hair is very thick, and the back of my hair is actually my tightest texture. You know, you want to pay attention to where you get the lumpiness in your wig. So I noticed that my lumpiness is of course like up here because my hair is so thick in the crown. Your girl got her braids in. I have a friend who's like 4B, 4C, who's like, I probably can't do your method because I got 4B, 4C hair. I'm like, not about that when it comes to laying your hair under wigs. It's about how thick your hair is, because you could have 4C hair that is thin in its like density, and you can still lay your hair real good under your wigs with braids and stuff. So I started doing this new thing. I don't really part my hair very neat or anything, where I do what I call an anchor twist. If I'm gonna wear more on the frontal side, I don't really like the ball cap method anymore. I just feel like it's not healthy for your hair. This is way healthier, what I'm about to show y'all. The anchor twist is done just in case I'm doing like frontal or a unit that I don't want my natural hairline to show too much. And so I do this anchor twist. If I want my wig cap to stay in place, I'll literally do like 1 or 2 stitches between my real hair and the wig cap so it doesn't move out the way. And then it's easy to take out because once you take your wig off, the stitches are black and they're right here. So all I gotta do, like go under the stitch with an X-Acto knife or something. Even though this takes me like 25 minutes to put in, if that, it only takes me about 5 minutes to take out. Because once I get through like the base of the braid, it's 4 flat twists. Everywhere I go, y'all, somebody is asking me, wait, isn't your hair almost waist length now? How are you getting it under these wigs? And I'm like, look, it's waist length and it's thick. Once my hair got to this length, I was almost about to give up on wigs, y'all, because I was like, damn, I don't think my hair is gonna fit underneath wigs anymore. And some might be like, why would you want to wear wigs when you have hair? Because I travel a lot and it rains where I live during the spring. Look at this, you see this? This is somebody's whole head of hair. And that's only like the rest of my hair. Okay, you see? Now I'm just gonna, like I said, add some leave-in. I like personally the TGIN Tea Tree Super Moist leave-in. And I like this because it's pretty, the tension isn't too crazy on this either. Because we took the parts that be bulky that really do take on the most tension and put them in their own twist. Then what we're gonna do is we're going to slick this down like it's a low bun basically. So I'm gonna comb all my hair back like so. Now that my hair is thoroughly detangled, we're gonna go through the top one more time to make sure it's nice and smooth. So now what we're gonna do, very crucial, we're gonna bring this top section as low as we can possibly bring it, and in with it we're going to gather our braids and our anchor twist that we just did. So all this is gonna go in, and this is all gonna be a low bun. And as you can see, since I have these anchor twist braids in here, I don't get that like bumpy thing you see a lot of times in natural hair videos when someone does a low bun. It'd be cute, but there'd be that big bump there because the hair curls up within the bun, you know what I mean? So you're probably like, Bree, how is your wig gonna lay flat after, you know what I mean? That doesn't look that flat. I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of gel up here. All right, so this is my other secret. I go in, take pretty reasonable sections, and I pull them like that. Then I just go ahead with the same products from earlier, and I twist. And this part goes by really fast for me because it's just a normal plait. Section's about this big. And the part I'm leaving out is every time I do a twist, I wrap it around my bun. Around my scrunchie or hair tie. So I'm gonna take the other one I just did, and I always wrap. Alright y'all, so this is what the twists all look like. There might be some that are unraveling. Anything unraveling, I just make sure to like put more product in it, because I actually let them set for a little bit, because I don't like to do this when they're too wet, because that's just not sanitary for your hair to have it. So what I do now that my hair is all in the twist, I kind of pull on it, and then I wrap it around the bun like this, right? I just kind of tuck it wherever it may be. And you may be like, Bree, if you're gonna wrap everything, isn't it gonna get bulky? No, here's how, okay? Then I'm gonna take another twist from the opposite side, and I'm gonna wrap that one around the bun like this. And it's a similar technique to what ballerinas use. Rather than wrapping them on top of each other, I try to just keep wrapping them, kind of like if you think of like a lollipop shape. And I hold the end of the last one I wrapped, and then I kind of wrap over that. And it should start expanding out after a while. So I'm gonna take this one, then we got a braid here. The braids get pretty thick, so you wanna like really kind of expand those out like that. And you can use pins with each one, but usually I only do that towards the end. You can just feel out the direction that you feel something needs to go. Like I feel like this twist needs to go this way. All right, y'all, so now I wanna show you how flat I just got my hair, okay? I'm feeling bald-headed, bald-headed. See this? That's really flat. For someone with almost waist-length hair that is an afro, this is extremely flat for me. The reason why I like this method, okay, number one, like I said, the back will not get bulky because it is flat twisted the halfway down. But, best part, you might be like, why didn't you flat twist the top? Number one, that takes a long time. And number two, because when I do a sleek bun like this kind of style, look at how flat my hair lays. My hair lays even flatter when it's slicked back than when it's braided or twisted. So now I'm just gonna take a little bit of a nice strong holding gel, and I have a really small forehead, so I try to like really, I honestly do like shape up my edges a little bit, like around the eyebrows and stuff, when I know I'm about to do a wig, because they grow back like wildfire, number one. And number two, my edges just grow really crazy. Even when I take the hair down here a little bit, it's not a big difference, because when I actually style my edges, they actually come down to like a normal point still. It's hard to explain. I'm gonna take some wrap strips. You can find these at any beauty supply store. I'm gonna link some in the description box. I'm gonna try to link everything I use in the description box. And you're gonna see how bald I look, y'all. Then I'm also gonna take one more wrap strip and put it across like this on my bun. And I actually like to do two. It's only gonna be on temporarily, so I do tie mine pretty tight. Now what I'm gonna do is just take these, tie them a little bit more, and then cut off the excess. Okay, now that it's in my wrap strips, I can't get over how great this method works. I'm gonna go sit under the dryer real quick just to set the style and make sure I get out any extra moisture. Probably only gonna sit under for about 10 minutes on medium heat and then hop back in, and I'm gonna show you what a wig looks like with this method and how flat I could get my hair. So I have successfully sat under the dryer, so I'm gonna take these wrap strips off. Now you see, this is what my wig situation looks like. Now I'm gonna take these wig caps from the brand Dream Deluxe, I think. I like these because I found them and they look like a really good match for my skin tone. Sometimes wig caps are way too light. And I just stretch my wig caps a little bit so it's not like too annoying. Because you know, when you first put a wig cap on, it can be pretty tight. Now let me just grab any wig I can find and I'm gonna put it on so y'all can see what she looks like. And mind you, wearing the wig actually flattens this even that much more. So the longer I wear this protective style, the flatter it gets over time. All right, y'all, so this wig is a wig that I'm still in the process of customizing. She is not done yet, but I have a video that I'm gonna do on this wig and everything. I'm gonna show how I customize her and all that good stuff. I just wanted to show what a really straight wig would look like. I purposefully wanted to just show you this because this is one of the straightest wigs that I have. So I want to show you what it looks like from the back. We do not have that bulky look. There's a slight bump right there, but it's hardly noticeable, y'all. Like, now y'all see why this is one of my favorite ways to get all my hair under a wig, because sis, you cannot tell. You can't tell. All right, y'all, so let me know if you found this video helpful. Leave your comments down below and I will get to them. Love you. Peace out, gang, and I'll see you in the next video. Let me know how you like to wear your hair under wigs. Love you, and also don't forget to go stream my song Unlawful on everything. And also the music video just came out, so I'm gonna either put it here or here and show it some love. All right, y'all.
I need a little bit of trust from you, or we can let the guns blow.